Hello there, you are looking ravishing this Tuesday evening. Welcome back. Yes, you. Welcome back to Crafters TV. My name's Joe Remblance. We have got a wonderful couple of hours on the way for you. We are, of course, talking all about the launch party. Now, this is fast becoming one of your favourite shows of the week because it is that point of the week where we launch brand new products, we preview new products, we premiere brand new deals that you won't have seen before as well. So there is so much crammed into it, and I'm always here with a crafty friend, and what better crafty friend to have on the opposite end of the studio than Leann. Leann, how are you?
Oh, I'm great, thank you, Joe. I'm feeling so much better. I've had a little ham sandwich, I've had a cup of tea, and I had a minty club biscuit, so I'm feeling all right with the world. Thank you very much. And can I say, Joe, you are looking ravishing yourself today, darling.
Oh, thank you very much. I've got my new designer t-shirt on, which is actually a Primark t-shirt that had a grease stain on it that now has a Leann Chivers crocheted heart on. I mean, I'm rocking it. I think I'm down with the kids, but with a bit of added crochet in there. There's a lot on this show today, isn't there, Leann?
Oh,
what can we expect?
It is packed, Joe, with the most amazing stuff. So we've got one of the most innovative launches we've done when it comes to die cutting, where we've got these fabulous paper pads and dies and stamps which all work together for you to create beautiful dimensional 3D decoupage. Absolutely glorious. I'll tell you why I think this is amazing when we come to do it. We've then got these exquisite brand new stamps, Joe, which are absolutely glorious, and I'm using my torch so you can see it. The amazing, look at the sparkle, the amazing sparklings you can see there. Just absolutely beautiful and glorious stamps. So you can do fabulous big strip and look at the sparkle. Watch the sparkle.
Shiny.
There, look at that. Oh, look at the sparkle all over the back. It's amazing. And we've got the gorgeous designs as well. Just glorious. And then we've got a couple of good deals. We've got our fantastic Explorer deal. We've got colour blend pencils. Going to do some great demos with them as well. Just really cram-packed, as you would expect, in a fabulous launch party.
Oh, it's going to be wonderful. And we're going to start it off, as we always do, with the Out of This World deal. I need the Out of This World sound effect.
Out of This World deal.
That's the one. That's what it is. I tried to do it on my own without you recently. It just didn't work out at all. What a deal it is. I will take these out of the packaging at some point and show you just how amazing they are. But we have got 6 packs of our glitter card. Oh man alive, I love Centura Pearl. I love our glitter card as well. So it is designed to work perfectly with all of your Centura Pearl shades. It is your glitter. So you've got your Christmas green, you've got your solar gold, you've got lilac, there's copper, baby pink, baby pink. Hey, that's gonna be a new one. You've also got baby blue, baby blue, all of them in there. So 60 sheets coming your way, £15 or $23. However, because it is the
Out of This World deal,
it means we can only hold that price for 24 hours. 35% off on that. It's going to be very, very busy. You guys love glitter and you love our Crafters Companion quality that we bring to you. Right, what else do you fancy seeing? I've got so much to show you. You know, we did the deal the other day with the tacky glue and we gave you the free Collao glue, and I thought there's no way we're going to be able to do it again. Well, when I said that, that's what they said. There's no way we're not going to be able to do it again. And I was like, well, surely we can do it again with another glue. That's kind of just moving the goalposts a bit. So we've managed to talk them into it. They've done us another amazing deal. So the 3D glue gel, you buy this is $4.99 on its own, or $7.95. You get this totally free of charge. You get that amazing Collao all-purpose glue within there as well. Leann loves a bit of glue education. Glue, it doesn't work, does it? Education, glue, no, it doesn't work. Glue-education, yeah. I love a bit of glue school. She'll take us through these as we go through the show. Definitely stock up on these. Before the show, more of you multi-ordering than going for these individually. So definitely grab those whilst we have them on the show. They're going to be very busy. Oh, Explorer Kit. Now the Explorer Kit is fantastic. It's the way that we enable you to maybe explore a new type of crafting. Maybe you colour, but you've not tried our pencils. Maybe you've tried our aqua blend pencils, but you haven't tried our colour blend pencils. This is a really, really great value kit to dip your toe in the water, so to speak, because what we got is our colour blend bold brights in here. You're going to get the classic Nina cardstock. You're going to get one of our flagstone alcohol proof dye ink pads, and you're going to get a stamp as well. So everything that you need to get started and do some amazing colouring with those pencils, which is fantastic. Right, are we going to move on to the floral decoupage? We brought these to you once before. They absolutely caused us to have a meltdown. They are amazing, and what I love about this is the way that Leanne and her team have put the concept together. So what you've got is you've got your pad. You've got your 48 page pad, which is all laid out and so easy for you to line up your dies over here and create something amazing. So you're going to be able to cut those out using your dies that you've got, and what that will then do for you is it will give you these really lovely lush great dimension on there, these floral projects, as you can see. Now the thing is, what I thought was, well, that's all good and well, isn't it? But what's going to happen is I'm going to run out of the pad, and then I'm not going to be able to use my dies anymore, you know, and then their dies are kind of redundant. So that's been taken care of for you because you've also got the stamp. So we will of course bring you the pads individually, but if there should be a time where we don't, or you've run out, or you just want to create a completely different look, feel and effect, then you've got the stamps that allow you to do that as well. So with the stamps, you can stamp that image out. That stamped image then will work beautifully with your dies as well. So loads and loads of different options when you try to use them. Now I'll just quickly run you through what you've got. So you've got the sunflowers, you've also got the peony blooms, you've got the roses, and you've also got the floral spray as well. Now the best way to get the best value is to get the whole kit and caboodle all together. So when you grab it all together, £80 or $100. Of course, you can still use your Club Inspire discount here as well. So if you were a platinum member in the US, you'd spend $80 on this. If you were a platinum member here in the UK, you'd spend £74 on this. So that makes it incredible value. They're all available individually if you want them. Go check the website for the individuals there. Right, should we move on? Oh, you know that shiny ink that Leanne was showing us? Well, we've got it on the show for you. You guys are, well, the website has already, a lot of you have pre-ordered these. So I'll just run you through that you've got. So you've got the, this one here is the Forest Glade. And within the Forest Glade, you've got the, what's that called? Hearthside.
Hearthside.
Hearthside. You've got Hearthside, Lichen, and the garden. In this one, you've got Peacock Blue, you've got Fig, and you've got Peony. And then in this one, you've got Cotton Candy, Teacup, and Firefly. Now, let me just talk to you about this, because it isn't really all that often that with Spectrum Noir range we will add colour. You know, a lot of the time we might change ranges and bring you new ranges, but it isn't very often, it's very rare when we do a new release of brand new colour. So it's really exciting that we've got these on the show for you. If you want to go for them individually, absolutely you can. They're £12.99 or £19.95, which is amazing. You consider just how much ink you're getting with each one of those. We also have some stamps for you. Now these are a brand new range of stamps which have been designed to work beautifully in conjunction with your ink. So you've got Dear Friend, you've got, oh, this would be the one that I love, the Unicorn Magic there. Flamingo Paradise. Flamingo's so popular at the moment. You've then got Mermaid Kisses. Delicious. You've got then Fairy Tale Dreams, and finally Butterfly Meadow. Individually, they are there for you. You can see price on the bottom of your screen, $4.99 or $6.95. However, if you want the best saving, you want the best value, then grab the whole lot together. Now, when you go for the stamps and the inks together, not only do you get that great saving, we're also going to throw in a pack of the watercolour card. So you're going to get a pack of 15 sheets of the watercolour card. Well, that was almost juggling, wasn't it? I like Tom Cruise in Cocktail. You got the watercolour card included, £63, $85. If you just want to come in and get some watercolour card on its own, I've actually got a trio for you of watercolour card available on the show. On a great price. Details along the bottom of the screen there. 45 sheets total, $7.98 or $11.98 if you're in the US. So definitely grab those. Whew, I feel like I need to sit down. There is a lot. In fact, normally we'll just pick out a couple of bits at the start of the show to share with you, but today we couldn't. It is, as I like to say, all thriller and no filler in the show today, just like our Leann. Right, I'm going to go and grab my iPad because I've left it next door. That's the second time I've done that in 2 days. So I'm going to go and get that. And whilst I do, I'm going to hand you back to Leann.
Oh, Joe, I am so ridiculously excited about these fabulous sparkle inks. I was just getting a bit of inspiration done there. Sorry, glasses, doing my best impersonation of a school mum just then. And I'm just getting my stamps ready. I was getting a little arrangement ready to start and sparkle it up because I was a bit overexcited. Now, I've got my arrangement ready, but I want to talk to you about what you've got in this fabulous big bundle.
Are you arranged now?
I'm arranged
Okay,
now,
fabulous.
Thank you, Joe. And I was getting my flamingo stamps ready because we're going to use them. I adore them. Now, these sparkle inks, you took everybody through those brilliantly, and they all work together, this whole collection. The kit is fantastic. And I'm going to be using colours from each different collection to create very different things. Now, I've got a couple of top tips for you. So you see, I've just took one of my packets out of the box of 3 there, and they come in a really lovely plastic sandwich, if you like, which keeps them nice and still. And what that does, you can see all of the glitter is gathered at the bottom of the pot. So the first thing you want to do is shake these up. Now, don't take your pots out of their tray sandwich. Keep your pots in their tray sandwich. Put one in each hand. Miraculous. Because what you're able to do is shake them up and look, agitate all the glitter into the ink, 6 pots in one go.
So we can shake these ones. Is there shakers and swirlers? These are shakers, these ones.
You can shake or swirl.
Fabulous.
Shake or swirl. They'll go foamy. They'll have a bit of bubble on the top, but you dip your brush through that, that'll be fine. And so then I'm shaking this one up, and then I also, actually, I do shake the first time like this when they've been stored or they've been put away for a while, or when they're first delivered home. And then after that, while I'm using them, I'll just keep giving them a little swirl, and that will just really lift up the glitter and agitate it through the liquid. So that's the first thing you want to do. Now I'm going to get ready a little card. So I've got my stamping platform here, and I've arranged my stamps, and I've already done them in a midnight blue earlier, so yours will come beautifully clear. Mine have been used, so they've got a little bit of residue ink on them. Doesn't mean they don't work, that's absolutely fine. And I'm going to do these in a bit of a silhouette style. So I've got my black pigment ink, and I'm going to do this bit first before I start adding my sparkle inks to it, because what it allows me to do is see where I'm putting the colour. So I'm just getting a good coverage of my black pigment ink pad on here. My other 2 favourite colours for doing silhouette stamping like this, Joe, are, you don't always have to use black. You can mix it up. Sometimes I use midnight blue. Sometimes I use smoked emerald. Ooh. Depends on the colours that you're putting behind there. Can look absolutely glorious.
Now, these are obviously coming with our sparkle inks and they're designed to use with them.
Yeah.
But can we still use these as we do all of our other stamps and do all of our other stamping techniques with them?
Yes, absolutely. They're just a range of really fabulous, cool designs to be used for many different things.
I'm going to have to pause you for a minute, Leann. You can stay there watching what you're doing, but big news. How many minutes in are we? I'm going to have to check the time. Let me check the time. It's 4:15 here in the UK. I would tell you the date, but I can't remember it. And 10% of the stock is sold out and gone of this big collection already. It only launched this week in the UK. I know a lot of you have been very excited to get your hands on it with your Club Inspired discount. This is now your chance to do that. Don't remember, you get the 3, don't remember, do remember, you get the 3 collections of sparkle ink and you get all the stamps, and we're going to give you the watercolour card as well. What am I like?
What are you like? What are you like?
Oh, talking of Debbie, she's going to be here tomorrow evening with me.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. I haven't seen her for ages. You'll have to give her a virtual
I'll give her an elbow pump
yeah,
for you.
and just give her like a wave and say, you know, one of those pretendy hugs that we're all doing with each other right now from me. So I've just used some clear embossing powder there over the top of the pigment ink, and then the pigment ink that I've stamped. What I like to do is just give it a flick, and then any bits that are hanging on where I don't want them will go. Except I flicked that a bit hard, so I'm going to put a bit more on. So you can flick it, but not too hard. Oh dear. Following my own good advice. Right, it's more of a tap.
Rosalind's asking if I had a liquid lunch today. I did not have a liquid lunch. I really wish I had.
Oh my word.
I had
so
a salad
funny.
with prawns and avocado. It was really boring. And now I want pizza.
I've just pulled my
whilst
electric out.
you plug yourself in, can I just remind you, individually it's very busy on these stamps. So I just want to show you that the Butterfly Meadow, as my producer Laura just called it, which is the Butterfly Meadow, is busy, as is the Fairy Tale Dreams. Together, these two are the most busy individually, so they will be the first to go. Are you plugged in now, Leanne?
Yes, I'm plugged back in, thank you.
Fabulous.
I was a bit violent pulling the wire on the hoot gun. So I've stamped this with a black pigment ink pad, but again, midnight, emerald green, that lovely damson colour, they all make really good, especially the deep purple, really good silhouette images. But I've just gone with the black because it'll stand out. And now I've put clear embossing powder over, and I'm just heat embossing this so that it stands out. And you'll notice I arranged all three stamps. I arranged my entire card front in one press, and I stamped all three stamps at once. And I love to do that with the stamping platform. It just makes it so much easier because your arrangement is done in front of your eyes. So that's all ready. I'll move that out of the way and I'll clean that at the stamp up later. Now we're just going to do something really simple, just a background wash. And I'm going to use the purple, which I can't remember the name of, Joe. The purple is, what was the purple again?
The name of the purple one
was Fig.
Is called Fig.
Fig.
Absolutely.
Now, just before I start putting my ink on here, I've got a top tip for you, Joe.
Oh, I love a top tip.
And we've got them on the show, and it's one of my favourite things to do, and I'm just getting rid of that embossing powder before I do it. Get your Teflon mat, which is fantastic for...
I think we've got these on the show.
Protection. Have you?
Yeah.
And
not only can you get one of them, Leanne, no, it's a two-piece, a duo, for £15.98 or £23.92.
That is a bargain.
Amazing.
Really, I love these. They're heat resistant and also brilliant for all of your techniques. However, if you're using it on your glass mat, slippy. So what you do is you get a little bit of your stick and spray.
Do you know what I always use these for? And I don't know if you're meant to or not.
Yeah.
Rolling out pastry, they're fantastic.
Oh, these? Yeah,
I don't know if you're meant to, so don't roll out pastry on this R1.
No, it is very much like those bacon mats, Joe.
It is, isn't it?
It is very much like that.
But I don't think we're allowed to say you can, are we?
Ours isn't food grade, so
absolutely no.
Yes, no, ours is craft grade. So I've just got a little bit of stick and spray there, and you'll see now it's not moving at all. So you've got that brilliant Teflon surface, and then when you want to clean your glass mat when you're done, you'll just get a bit of stick away, and you'll put your stick away on, and it'll be beautifully clean. So back to the work that we're going to do. I've got my lovely arrangement there, and I'm going to be using my purple, my pink, and my yellow. So I've got Fig from this collection here. So I'll just give him a little shake again to agitate his glitter. And then I want the pink, which is this collection here. And that colour was Cotton Candy. Love that name. Cotton Candy. So we're using a bit of
Enchanted
Cotton Candy.
Hues is your favourite at the moment, you know. I thought my producer Laura said Enchanted Shoes, but that's not what she said. Enchanted Hues. Little bit of confusion over the decoupage elements as well. The lovely Christine from the Netherlands says, with the individuals, does it come with the pad? Yes, the individuals, each flower, you get the die, you get the stamps, and you get the pad as well. That's what the 4 individuals are there in our flower ones.
Is that Christine Coppenrath?
It is Christine Coppenrath.
Christine Coppenrath is a very good friend of Mr. Davies.
I know, as I'm told, yes.
And she sends us the best chocolate gift.
Oh.
That last lot of chocolate Christine sent was divine.
Do you know the
Thank
best
you so
thing
much,
they have
Christine.
the best thing I find about going to, especially Amsterdam, but the Netherlands as well, have you been into the the places that you get food, the takeaway place where it's a vending machine. You put your money in and then it opens a door and there's like a burger inside. Or
No.
it's called, what are they called? Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head. And the other thing, of course, is Stroop waffles. You know
yes,
divine.
Absolutely divine.
Absolutely divine. The ones, hang on, have I got it right? I'm on about the chewy ones that you warm up on top of your coffee. That's the ones, isn't it?
Stroop
Yeah.
waffle. Waffle.
Waffle.
Waffle. Stroop waffle. I'm sure that's right.
I hope so.
I think I'm right.
Sorry if we're butchering your
language. Yes.
Sorry if we're butchering your language, Christine.
I'm sure that's. I'm sure.
I
that
can
is
only
correct.
say one thing in Dutch.
Can you?
And that's lekker ding, which I think means like, oh, if so, you know someone handsome's about, you'd say, oh, you know, he's very handsome, she's very handsome. You say, oh, lekker ding.
Would you really?
Yeah.
I'm going to be using that a lot. I really like that.
I hope that's right, and it wasn't something that was more rude and direct than that, Christine. If it is,
dear.
you just let me know if that is correct in the comments. That'd be lovely. If it wasn't correct and it was rude, please don't let me know.
No. Right, so I've just prepped my card, which just means spritz it with water, so you can use your spritzers. And then I'm doing a little touch into the sparkle medium, and I am dragging this over the top of my card. And you can just keep adding a little bit of water and it will go further and looks gorgeous. Okay, so we do that.
So
that's
you're going
the first
directly
one.
into the pot with it there?
Yes,
Right.
absolutely, directly into the pot. And then I'm just going to clean my brush. So I'm just getting a piece of kitchen towel. And I'm going to use the next colour. That's already like an amazing sunset.
I love how the stamp just stays there as well, because it actually looks like the ink is behind the stamp, doesn't it?
Yes.
It looks like the stamp's been popped over the top.
And
It's very clever.
the reason for that is, Joe, because I heat embossed it with pigment ink.
Right.
Makes a big difference. So I'm going to now pick up this like pinky orange colour, and I'm bringing this just below. And you see how I can start to bleed the colours into each other.
It's like, I feel like I want to do the calypso in Jamaica watching this, watching you do this. I don't know why. It's like being, you know, I need a pina colada in one hand and a jerk chicken in the other.
Oh.
Sat on the beach. That's what it's reminding me of. That glue bundle, by the way, 10% gone already. I'll remind you of it in a minute, but it is super, super busy. Everyone almost multi-buying on that. That colour is gorgeous there, Leanne.
Isn't it beautiful? And then to finally top it off, I'm doing a bit of the lovely yellow at the bottom. And then what happens is when I overlay them, look, it goes from dark purple into a beautiful pink, into a lighter pink. Then it goes into my peachy colour I've got here, and then down into my Paradise Sands, beautiful yellow at the bottom. I don't think that's the colour of my ink at all. It's just me representing some Paradise Sands right here. And that's how easy it is.
Paradise Sands to me sounds like a caravan park in somewhere like Barrow-in-Furness. I don't know why.
Probably right.
Or like Bognor Regis and it's called Paradise
probably
Sands.
Right. Now I want to give this a little bit of context. We're going to dry it in a second,
Okay.
and so that you can see the fabulous sparkle. But I just want to show you what I want to do next. So I'm going to, with a wet brush and a fine edged, this brush here. That's the one. Not the big fat background brush. The little thin.
If I was a brush, I'd be a big fat background.
Well, I am a big fat background. I am definitely a big fat background.
That is that's the 1/2 inch one that you've got there.
Thank you, Joe. I'm never very good with my inches and centimetres. I'm just giving me sparkle a little swirl again.
Christine in Holland, in the Netherlands, says, I'm killing myself laughing. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing.
No, I don't either. And then what I'm doing is, look, I'm just popping a little bit of a line in there. So do you see how that now has already got a horizon? So before, the flamingo looked like it was hovering beside a tree that was in the sky. By taking that little bit of purple and just doing that and letting it drag down into there, it's now got some context where the trees are in the background, flamingos in the foreground. Now I've got this other colour here, which was the peony. You've got lovely peonies in your garden now, Joe, haven't you?
Oh, in a vase, though, not in the garden.
In a vase.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I mean,
in a vase,
the
darling.
house has only been finished about 4 months, so they're not that bedded in. I don't bed in that quickly.
I've got peonies in my garden.
Have you?
I have. I've got loads. I'll send you some photos tonight. You'll be well gel.
Oh, yeah, pop them on Facebook.
They're beautiful. Now here, I want my flamingo to stand out a little bit more. So this is with my peony. Now I'm dipping in with a detailed brush, and I'm just going to take in a little bit of the colour here because he's in shade. So this is more of a plummy colour rather than a bright pink. And I'm picking out the colours of the flamingo just there. So I've done that there to give me a little bit of shadow. And then I'm going to go with my brighter pink, which was here, I believe. Give that a little stir. That was my one in the middle. So let's pick that out. I hope I can remember which lines. There it is, look. And then when I mix the two together, see how the flamingo, what's a flamingo? The flamingo stands out more pinky. So I've mixed a new colour there with that. And then if I wanted to add in a little bit more, I could pick up a tiny bit of the purple and just add that shade in there. So you're just adding a little bit of colours. So I've done a washed background. I've done some context to do that lovely line in the horizon. I've allowed my colours to all waft into each other. I'm painting my little flamingo here with the colours, so I'm doing detail painting as well. His legs are going to get covered in.
Those brushes, by the way, I just was painting myself in like one of those, you know, one of those TikTok videos where they just appear after painting themselves in. They're available for you online. They're $1.99 each or $2.99 if you're in the US. There's the big one, which is the 3/4 inch. You've got the 1/2 inch, which is the medium, and then you've got the size 8, which is the smaller one of the three. Definitely a good trio those to have with these inks, would you say, Leanne?
Oh, fantastic, really, really lovely. And I'm really pleased. I mean, those brushes are the perfect 3 sizes that you need. Your big background wash, as you've just seen me use, your 1/2 inch, which gave us the horizon there, and then my flamingo. Now, I've made a mistake on my flamingo, Joe, and everybody will have seen it. And I need to tell you what I did and what you will do to fix it yourself at home. Because I rushed it. I should have took me time and I just rushed ahead. And you know what? More haste, less speed. It's never a good thing. So I've learned a lesson, and next time I'll just do it correctly rather than trying to rush ahead. But you can learn from what I've done. What I did was I painted the detail into his leg before I dried the background. And because this ink is water-based and just wants to move and do all of this fabulous background technique, his legs have smudged.
Oh.
Can you see the blobs there?
Well, do you know what? Life isn't perfect, Leanne.
It's not. I mean, actually, it's more of a true representation of what my legs are like, rather than...
I wish mine were that skinny,
honestly,
I tell you.
Yeah, I'm talking about the fluffy rather than...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, too much information. But look, I'm going to get my little thing out here, and when I put my light on, look at the sparkle.
I think sometimes our cameras just don't do these justice, these
They
things,
really
do they?
don't, which is why I get my little torch out, because that's when you can see...
CSI Leanne.
all of that. And where am I going? There, here. That's where you can see all of
Craft
that
scene investigation with Leanne. That's what it should be.
Exactly. But look, just with 3 colours, Joe, we've got the sky down through the sunset, we've got into the sand, and then just adding that little bit there really brings it together, and it's got the most amazing sparkle. That's just one of the techniques that you can do with these. These truly are fabulous. I mean, I've got a whole host of samples here to show you.
Ooh.
Do you want to see samples now, or do you want to see them later?
What do you want to do? Shall I just recap the deal first, and then we'll have a look at the sample? Is that all right?
Yeah, do
I'll just whiz through the colours that you've got again in here. So what you've got is this one firstly here. This is your Enchanted Hues. Now in here you've got that cotton candy, which is beautiful. You've got that lovely blue, which is the teacup, and you've got the firefly in there as well. Then the next one you've got here is the Mystic Tones. Now within the Mystic Tones, you've got that lovely blue, which is the peacock blue, the purple, which is the fig, and that beautiful sort of violet, which is the peony, which is lovely. And then finally, you've also got in here the Forest Glade. Now within the Forest Glade, the red there is called Heartside. I'm sure it says Hearthside.
No, wait, I'm looking for you, hang on.
The red one.
The Hearthside.
Heartside. But it's got a H.
You know your fire hearth?
No, I don't. What's a fire hearth?
Oh my God, Joe! You know your fire,
Yeah.
and then you've got the bit of marble on the floor. What you light your fire in the hearth?
Never heard that word in my life.
It's a
Is it a
hearth.
northeast thing?
No, it's in the Oxford English
I
Dictionary.
think you're winding me up.
No, it's a hearth. It's a fire hearth.
Half.
The fire
I've never heard of
The
it.
bit of slate underneath fire.
Let me know in the comments. Is she pulling my leg?
Yeah, no.
We've also got the one in the middle there, which is the lichen, and then you've got the garden green as well, which is that in just there. So a lot of very, very busy on these. They're $12.99 individually. However, it's also really busy on the main bundle. Now, in the main bundle, when you buy it all together, it's like we give you 2 of the stamp sets included for free. So within here, you've got Fairy Tale Dreams, which is this one here. You've got Butterfly Meadow. Those 2, very popular individually. Everything in this collection is available individually for you. You've then got the Dear Friend Unicorn Magic. That sounds fun, doesn't it? You've then got Flamingo Paradise, and finally Mermaid Kisses. All of that for you, £63, $85. You can use your Club Inspired discount in conjunction with it as well. Now, Leanne has got lots of lovely samples that she's desperate to show you. Apparently, Leanne is not pulling my leg. That is correct, Joe. You're making me feel really old, says Debbie. Yes. It's a herf. It's true. Christine Evans, it's her first time watching Crafters TV and she is loving it. She is a platinum member already and enjoys all the CC products. I'm waiting on these stamps coming. Super excited. Christine from Northern Ireland. Welcome, fantastic. Christine from Northern Ireland. These all look beautiful, Leanne.
They do. What I want to know is my torch helping you see the glitter? Because the studio lights can sometimes flatten it. And I just like to do this because the shine, the sparkle in real life is off the chart fantastic. And sometimes I get a little bit frustrated by our studio lights and I get a little bit angry with them. Because, oh, there, did you see that? You just seen that flat, it's just getting the angle right. Look there with a flash. And that's all over the whole background there that you've got that amazing sparkle. And you can see here it works with all of your other stamps that you've got at home, as well as these amazing ones that we've got in the show for you. And here's an example. You know how I just put the little bit of horizon in there with the flamingo? That's all that's happened with that whole arrangement with the unicorn, just watering it down and doing little brush lines with that fat 1/2-inch brush to put all of those mountains in the background. A pure fat 1/2-inch brush. I mean, really. I mean, if you could have a grievance lodged against you by the brushes, there would be, when I keep calling it a little fat 1/2-inch brush. But you know what it is, never mind. Look, all of these samples are incredible. That's a Molly Harrison, and she's been stamped and coloured in. The possibilities are truly endless.
I love it, and I love the washes for backgrounds.
Yeah, me too.
If you want to make backgrounds quick, you want to make tags quickly, you want to put a wash behind a scrapbook page, so many things that you can do. Now, as is testament to what I was telling you a moment ago, with new viewers joining us all the time, you might be watching us for the first time, you might be just watching us on Facebook, and you might be saying to yourself, if only I could watch and shop at the same time. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. All the details there of how you can watch and shop at the same time. I'm mourning the loss of my bit. I had a bit of an accident the other day with the clippers, and that's where we ended up with this, which is just long stubble, isn't it, really? Joe said, Cindy Sue says, Joe, any woman that makes you a crocheted heart, you should always trust. P.S. Look on your face when you weren't sure. Priceless. Producer Laura should take a snapshot. I think I was just really confused more than anything. Welcome, Christine, says Deborah. As you can see, you will absolutely love CC. Wait till the Cartlow shows. Wow. Wait for them indeed. There'll be another one coming up this Thursday. Shadai says, Joe, Leanne is down to earth. You have to listen to her. She is always right, in my opinion. She'll be pleased with that. I can see she's looking at me like a Cheshire cat from the other side of the room. Joe, you know Leanne isn't going to pull your leg when it's regarding languages and phrases. She is literally like the dictionary corner of Crafters TV, isn't she, Leanne? She really is. Right, we need to move on because we've got loads that we need to show you still. Well, I want to just, I'm gonna do this thing where I just come in a bit closer there and just show you. Look at the depth and dimension that you've got on theirs. These would be great to use with that 3D glue gel that's on the show as well. But this is your decoupage. I'll just quickly recap the glue before we get into it because it's super busy. Sorry, I'm running poor producer Laura ragged in the gallery there because this is what you're going to want to use with your decoupage. So great to be able to get that. $4.99 for that. We give you the call out, all purpose, totally free of charge. This is one of the most. This is, you know, an amazing quality glue. The fact that we are able to give that to you for free is unbelievable. Over 35% off there. Right, let's go back to the decoupage now. With a decoupage, it's the same with all of them. They're available individually, but I just want to show you first. I've got the sunflower here at the moment. Now with this, what you get is this pad. Now the pad has 48 sheets in here. You take the dies, you line the dies up over the pad, you cut this out for your Gemini or your Gemini Junior, and then what you do is you layer it up until you get this really dense, full, lush project. Now what you can also do is you can get creative with it. You can use multiple ones of these. You can even double them up and get double the depth and the height and the dimension on there if you want to. Then the thing is though, and I was a bit skeptical when I first saw it because I thought, okay, well that's great, but then what happens when I run out of the pad? We'll bring the pads to you individually, but say you've used them all, you can't get your hands on them. So Leanne's and her team, being the mastermind that she is, also bought you these stamps as well. Now the stamps are going to complement your projects beautifully because you've got things like your sentiments in here and you've got flourishes in here as well, but you can also use these for the dies that you've got in there as well. So you've got a project for now, you've got something that's going to work for you long term, and very easy to put your projects together. So you've got the sunflower, that's available on its own individually. £22 or $30 is a great price there. You've then got as well the peony blooms. These are beautiful, and what I think these are great for is, yes, use multiples on a card in a corner as a flourish, but just for a smaller card, like a little thank you card or a notelet or a thinking of you, or maybe something to adorn and decorate a box frame. There's loads of different ways to use them. That's the peony blooms, £22 or $30 for that one. And then check this one out. Look at how full and lush and dense that one is, the classic rose. It really is beautiful, and you can see what you're able to achieve when you layer up all of those die cut elements. That one's beautiful. And then finally, we've got the floral spray for you too. Again, they're all very of a style, aren't they? They're that traditional French floral decoupage, but you know the thing is with it, because it's not necessarily fashionable, it is fashionable because it's something that you'll see a lot of all the time, but it means that it's timeless. It's not something that's going to go out of fashion quickly. I also love the fact because you could give them to anyone, you know, whether it was a birthday or an anniversary or whatever it was. Very craftable, very giftable, not really gender or occasion specific. Now, I know what you'll be thinking, that's brilliant, but I want the lot. Send it all to me. Then that's how you're able to get the best value, because we make it even better for you. £80 or $100 to get absolutely all of them. And the thing is as well, when you go for them all together, you can still use your Club Inspire discount if you want to. If you're not using your Club Inspire discount, or you don't have status in the club, then you'll get free shipping and handling, because it's over $100 in the US. Or if you are using the discount, I'd stick a few of these 3D glue gels in your basket, get yourself bumped up to $100, and make sure you're not paying that $9.95 shipping and handling, which is a great way to go. Leanne, these are so clever, these dies and the pads, and something a lot of people just enjoy doing, just from a bit of a I was going to say mindless kind of sense, but a mindfulness kind of sense is I think what I was going for.
Absolutely, I agree with you. And decoupage has been an age-old technique for many years. My husband's Auntie Olive, if Auntie Olive's watching, hello Auntie Olive, is an amazing decoupager, but in the traditional sense of the word, where she would buy hundreds of the same image and then snip little pieces out and layer that up herself. And the works of art that she creates are exceptional. However, me, haven't got the patience or the time. And the reason we wanted to bring these pads with these dies actually comes from my frustration with decoupage, where I just haven't got the time or the patience to sit with scissors and cut each layer out, fussy cut each layer myself, but also I don't have the skill. And so very often, especially if it was a fairy or a little leaf or a frond or a stalk, I would just chop that thing off because I couldn't be bothered to try and work my way around it. Whereas but I love the look of it. So if you love the look, but you don't have the time or the skill or the patience, or actually you just want to be able to do it quickly, you just want it to look really professionally done, this is for you. The fact that we've got those 48 sheets in there, and that's not 48 sheets where you need 4 sheets per topper, so you've got 12 designs. This is 1 full topper per sheet. So 48 cards with roses on from this one pad. Absolutely fantastic. So I've taken 1 sheet from my pad, which I've got there, and as we know, it does plenty. One sheet. I couldn't help myself, sorry. Now, the dies have a really fabulous little piece of technology built into them. And I just want to point out, can you see that number 1 there? So this is layer 1 of my decoupage, and this is my largest die. On the die, what we've done is create these little notches, which when you put the die face down... Bonus notches because it's 1 sheet. When we put that face down, it lines up over that number, so you can see exactly where you need to get that positioned. So it takes all of the worry and the effort out of getting your dies in the correct place, Joe, because that technology is being built in. If we look at number 2 die here, we can see here's number 2 die, here's the little notch. I lie that face down. Is that number 2 die? No, it's not. See, now isn't that great? Because look, I could see from immediately doing that, that rose wasn't big enough and that notch wasn't lining up with my 2. So I haven't got the right die. So you don't even need to worry about that. You can just pick up the dies and then see by lining up the notch with the number, have you got the right one? Now I know I have got the correct one.
The rose, Leanne,
yes.
was the most popular, the rose.
Was
as we thought it would be, didn't we?
We did.
However, it's been pipped by the sunflowers just taking the lead. And the sunflowers are 50 of stock gone individually. That will be the first one to go. And then when that goes, the only way to get it will be in the big bundle. Most of you going for the big bundle anyway, I must say. Loads of you saying hello. Who is it here? Melissa, right? Check this out, Leanne. Yeah. Watching in the pool this morning. Makes for a wonderful morning.
Oh my word. Can we go and live with Melissa?
That's unbelievable.
It really is unbelievable. And harsh, since we're stood here in the northeast.
I know, we're stood here in the northeast of England, being nearly blown off the face of the earth. I mean, I've never known a part of the world that's as windy as round here, you know, Leanne. Blowing a gale every single day. It was balmy over the last week, and then I went out on my bike and it was blowing a gale. Have you ever tried riding a bike when it's super windy? It isn't fun, I'll tell you. And then I've only ridden the bike twice. I'll shut up in a minute. I've only ridden the bike twice. Went to take it out last night. Front wheel, flat as a pancake. The bicycle saga continues, Leanne.
Oh my word. We will get... Do you know what you can do? Because you've got your wheel in the car. When my husband pulls up to pick me tonight, he can stand by his car, you stand behind, wheel it at him.
Right.
He'll catch it, take it home and fix it, and then on Friday we'll wheel it back at you, because obviously we can't pass it because of the 2 metres, and then it'll be fixed.
Sounds amazing. And I'll be able to get out on my...
Yes, you will.
Get out and pedal on Saturday, which will be lovely. Wonderful.
So you see, what I've done here is I've taken all of the dies and lined them up straight away onto that full sheet, and I've taped them all in place, so I'm ready to go. Then I just make up my sandwich, and you see, perfectly sized that sheet there for the junior. So line them all up, whiz them through, and it's going to die cut my decoupage for me. And it's incredible, honestly, so easy, Joe, to imagine getting all of these layers, 6 layers of decoupage, already cut precisely from a pad like that in one pass. So now when I pick these up, what you can see is I've got, look, they're just falling out, and I'm bringing this up as close as I can. I'm bringing this up and I'm angling it because, oh, hang on, forward. There we are, dirty hand, ignore it. Look, no white halo, no fuzzy edge. That is even more precise than you would be able to get from a piece of manufactured die-cut decoupage. How exceptional is that? That's what you're going to be able to do at home. And it's because we've built in this fabulous little piece of technology with those little notches. You see, it's even cut my 3 little leaves out separately for me. You come out of their leaf. I've got every layer.
If you only had a mini, Leanne, could you sort of cut the bigger one out and then pop them through the mini just in a couple of passes?
Absolutely, you could, yes. So what you would do is, and I'll show you that with another sheet in a second, Joe. I'll show you how you would do that, because that would absolutely work if that's what you want to do. The dies will cut in the mini.
A lot of people are asking as well, what about if they ran out of the sheet? Am I right in thinking, Leanne, that this is available as a download as well if you run out?
Yes, absolutely. How remiss of me not to mention that. Thank you very much for that, Joe.
Don't worry, I didn't remember. Someone told me in the comments.
Oh, okay, great. Well, thank you, thank you, person in the comments. There is a link on the pad, and you will follow that, and you can download and print these yourself at home, so you'll never run out. We're not charging you for that. That's included. So once you've used the ones that you've got in this pad and you want more to work with your die, you can go and print yourself sheets to your heart's content. Now, you notice what I'm doing here is I'm using my bone folder, and I'm giving my layer of decoupage some shape. And it's important with decoupage that you do that, because you want it to look 3D from the page. And look what I've done. I used 2 colours of my sparklings from those sparkle pots, Joe. Made myself a lovely sparkle background for my decoupage.
Oh, now whilst you're gluing away there, Leanne, do you mind? I'll stay in the corner up here.
Yeah,
I want to just run you through the individuals on the sparklings. Now, which one do we want to start with first? Oh, they're all on the same one. Right, we'll start with Enchanted Hues. This one just here. Oh, you're over there, sorry. How much of the stock? Is that a quarter of the stock gone there? This one is your most favourite. The Mystic Tones, which is this one here. This is the one with the peacock, the fig and the peony. A quarter of that one's gone. And of the Forest Glade, which has that red and the greens in there, 20% of that one has gone. This is a big stock as well. Bearing in mind, we only just launched these in the UK over the weekend, I believe it was, here on Create and Craft. So it's a new stock. Of that stock, a quarter of 2 and a fifth of 1 totally sold out and gone. Very busy still on the Butterfly Meadow and the Fairy Tale Dreams on the stamps that accompany those as well. Now you're using the 3D glue gel. Of course, we've got a great deal on that, Leanne. Is there anything else you could use if you didn't have that glue gel in your stash?
If you didn't have, I mean, really, I'm just going to say get the glue gel.
Okay, especially once it's on the deal.
It's the most efficient thing to do for your decoupage. You can use foam pads. However, what happens with that, I'm just going to show you with a couple of these pieces. See how I've got that lovely rounded shape, and I've hidden the glue gel by having it rounded in that way, so you can't actually see where the glue gel is, but I've got that lovely dimension starting to build up. When you use a foam pad, you can't shape it because you haven't got the rise and fall in the glue. You've just got a flat piece of foam. Okay. So actually all you can do is go flat, 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 and you just end up with a pyramid stack, and it doesn't look like a rose. Okay. So to get that beautiful shape, to get that rounded feel, for it to look and feel like a rose is coming off the page, a floral arrangement, just invest in yourself some glue gel, because you're going to really, really appreciate it and the result you can get. And you see here, I've shaped my next layer, and then I'm just taking my glue gel again, and notice I'm getting a really nice distribution across the whole of the topper for the glue gel. And I'm just making sure that I've got it on all of the sides and all of the places where I want a rise and fall. You can see that there. Then this piece, and you can use your tweezers as well if you want to, this piece comes over the top. And you see all I did there was line it up with where the design is underneath, and got a little bit of glue gel out there, come back. And then that's lined up beautifully. And if I just pick that up and show you, you can see how we're starting to build that beautiful dimension. And I'll do that, Joe, with every single layer. And what you do is you start with the largest layer. Of course, they're numbered on the pad, so you can follow the numbers. But if you get them all on the table like I've done here, and you're not following the numbers, what you do is you just start with the largest, work to the smallest, in exactly the same way.
Stephanie says, Crafts Companion has really made decoupage easy. Oh, let me try that again. Stephanie says, CC has really made the decoupage easy for anyone to put this together. No problems first time trying. So that's always good to know. So, you know, if any beginner grafters out there, you should be able to nail this first time. Kay, one of our regulars, says, I love that 3D glue gel for decoupage. Absolutely. Do you know what's better than just getting the 3D glue gel? Is when you buy the 3D glue gel and we give you the all-purpose completely free of charge. The all-purpose one, Leanne, that's kind of like your everyday go-to one, is it, I'm guessing?
Yes, so your all-purpose glue is the glue that I recommend for doing all of your matting and layering, for when you're sticking your beautiful scrapbook papers down, for when you're putting your cards together, because it's a solvent-based glue, which means that there is no water in it and therefore it doesn't soak into your papers and make them warp and bubble. And also when it sets like absolute concrete.
Okey-doke.
So what happens with that is, even if you're using, let's say, a lesser quality cardstock, it makes a lesser quality card, a thinner card, feel like a really high-end, thicker cardstock. So it's brilliant for that. And the good thing is that's the only thing I'll use to put my cards together is that amazing all-purpose glue. And the reason for that is, I know when I give my cards to people that I've spent time making, and obviously when I make something, I'm giving a gift of my time, which is the most love I can give, because time is the most precious thing that we have in this life. I want that to last forever. I don't want it to fall to pieces and dry out by using a piece of foam tape or double-sided tape. It's just, the thing I've made is too important not to make sure that it's stuck together properly. Now look, I've done that, and when I tip this up so you can see, look at the 3D. That is the quality of the thick cardstock. It's a cardstock decoupage, not a paper cardstock. It's a thicker quality card, and by using your 3D glue gel, by using those layers, that rose is coming off, and because I've shaped it, it hides the glue. And because you're using the 3D glue gel, you've got that amazing rise and fall on there. And then you can see there that, of course, I've used that lovely sparkle background. That could be on anything, Joe. And that is just from one sheet.
I love it with the sparkle background because it's actually quite a different texture, because the flowers are very matte, aren't they? And they're very traditional, which is what makes them so beautifully. But having that bit of bling in the background with the sparkle works so well together. Now let me just run you through the options. Remember, for each of the options, I'll show you with the sunflower, what you get is you get the decoupage pad. Now, some of you may want to, maybe you love doing decoupage and you want to just go for the pad on its own and fussy cut it. It will take you obviously a while, but some people love doing that. I know Craig, he loves to fussy cut with a pair of little precision scissors. He loves it. So you could do that if you wanted to. However, when you get these, what we do is we give you the die that goes with them that's going to allow you to beautifully cut that out. So it enables you to lower them up quickly. However, when you're finished using the pad, it is available as a free download. However, if you want to, you might fancy just getting a different image. Maybe you've got loads of your colouring mediums. Maybe you've gone for our Illustrators or a Classics or a Tri-Blends. You could actually stamp it, colour them with those, and then die cut it. Would you stamp it, colour it, then die cut it, or would you die cut it, stamp it, die cut it?
Either. Whatever your
you know what I'm trying to say, don't you?
I do know what you were trying to say. I would stamp it, die cut it, colour it. That's what I would do. But honestly, if you stamp it, colour it, die cut it, makes no odds.
Stamp it, colour it, brilliant. I was just worried about putting it through the machine after you'd coloured it.
Yeah.
But obviously no worries at all there.
No.
The next one we have for you, you've got sunflower, you've got peony. I've got a bunch of these blooming in at home at the moment. Can I tell you a funny story?
Yeah.
In Germany, the word for flower is Blumen, and the word for corner is Eck, and there are florists on corners called Blumeneck.
Never in the
They
world.
are indeed, yeah.
That is brilliant.
Completely useless story. I'm full of them. You've got the roses here, which is your other option, and you've got there as well your floral spray too, which is fantastic. Now, the best way to get the best value, of course, is to go for the whole collection. And I think sometimes, especially with a collection like this, where it's so craftable and so usable, it's lovely to be able to say, do you know what? I'll take the lot. Box it up. You can still use your Club Inspired discount there. Remember, you'll be at $100 spend, so you get free shipping and handling in the US, as well as free postage and packaging here in the UK as well. Oh, we've had a picture. And this is from the lovely Laura. I believe in unicorns. Do you believe in unicorns?
I believe in unicorns.
It doesn't say believe in unicorns. It actually says believe in yourself. I believe in myself. I believe in you,
I believe
Laura.
in myself.
I believe in you, Leanne, as well. But I do also believe in unicorns as well. I swear my contact lens prescription needs looking at. As soon as we're able to get to an optician's, we'll get there. Can I just quickly whiz you through those stamps one more time whilst we're here? Because these are really busy. $4.99 or $6.95 for these. So you've got Fairy Tale Dreams, Butterfly Meadow. You've got Dear Friend, Unicorn Magic, which is that one there. Does it say Believe in Unicorn? No, it definitely says Believe in Yourself still. You've also got there Flamingo Paradise, and you've got Mermaid Kisses in there as well. All of those therefore you can go for them in conjunction with the Sparklinks. You can go for them on their own. You can go for the Sparklinks on their own as well. It is completely up to you. Right, next we're looking at the Explorer's Kit. I'll quickly give you the pricing and then I'll hand over to Leanne to take you through it. This is all about you exploring a new kind of crafting, a new kind of colouring in this respect. £23, $31.50, a great saving of a fifth there. We'd love to see any pictures. Have you got the colour blend pencils? I know we did we've done some deals recently on them, so if you did grab them, I'd love to see your pictures of them. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you send those into. Right, Leanne, you are passionate, it's fair to say, aren't you, about these colour blend pencils?
Absolutely I am, Joe. These are exceptional quality colour pencils. These are the highest grade artist pencils that you can get, with that beautiful 100% pigment in there, no fillers, no horrible bits of chalk or talc or anything like that, and the most beautiful buttery soft wax to get an amazing lay down. So many different ways you can use these. I'm going to show you two of the most popular to start with. So what you get is the most amazing, a glorious stamp. It's a beautiful posy that you've got here, which is really a lovely spring bouquet, isn't it? So we've got that. It's a lovely size. And the ink pad I'm using is the ink pad that you get in your collection. And this is our Finesse alcohol proof. And it is definitely the ink pad to use with your colour blend pencils, especially if you're going to be using your blending solution. So you see, I'm just inking that up. I've got a piece of my stamping card here. Could be your Nina card if you wanted to as well, or your Crafter's Companion alcohol marker card. Stamped that up, and I'm going to do two because I'm going to show you two different techniques with these pencils. So I want two of the flowers ready so you can see how you're going to be able to use them. So just stamping that again. There we go. And I'm ready to rock and roll with those. So I'm going to just pick that out of the way. There we go. And start down here. I'm throwing it on the floor for now. We'll pick it up later. Now you'll notice I got a little bit of overshadow on my stamping. I'm not worried about that because it's for a demonstration. But you know, if I was going to be putting this on a card, I wouldn't throw this away now. I would just fussy cut around that and put it on a card as a separate topper. The important thing here is the colouring that we're going to have a look at next. So two different ways you can use them. First way, I'm going to work with a yellow and a red. Actually, I'll do a yellow and a pink. Like a purpley pink, so you can see the colours. And you can just layer the colour on there if you want to. And by layering colour, you just do light strokes, and then you do light strokes with the other colour in the opposite direction, and they will start to blend a new colour in between where they join. And you'll see that, and we get that lovely blend you can see there. There we are. So you can see that lovely blend there. And you would just keep doing that. And actually, I'm just going to pick another colour because I want you to see the real transition. So I'm going to do the yellow and the red this time. And so I've got my yellow and then I've got my reddy colour here. And so incredibly, but just buttery soft that layer down, really excellent quality. And you see how easy it is. And actually where the yellow has gone over the red, you can see I get that beautiful orange transition. So that's really, really easy to do. Could not be more simple. And if you're really interested in how to use colour blends, Joe, we did a masterclass on these, didn't we, darling? And that is still available on the website. So if you want to get this Explorer kit and then go and have a practice and all of the different colour blend pencil techniques, go and watch that masterclass that I did, because that shows you everything you can do with these amazing pencils.
I think it might have been on one of our Colour Me Happy shows before they were even, but I think it was even before we called them Colour Me Happy.
Was it?
I think it was just one of our, I think it was a masterclass, as you say.
It was like 2 hours worth, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a 2-hour show. You'll find it there over on Crafts TV. Pop across to crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu and you'll find it there, when you scroll back, you'll be able to find the colour blend pencils. These for people that already own the Aquablend pencils, do these sit alongside them? And also at the same time, Leann, can you use these in conjunction with things like your Classiques and your Tri-Blends and all of those kind of things?
Yes, so the Aquablend pencils work differently. They work with water, so it's a different style of technique, so they don't sit alongside those.
They don't, okay.
But what you can do, because these are a wax-based pencil, what happens is this becomes a resist. So you could do this like this and then do a watercolour wash in the background and this would still be vibrant because the wax will resist.
That's a nice way of doing it.
So it's a really lovely idea. So your Aquablend could work in that way, and they will work brilliantly with your Classiques and your Illustrator and your Tri-Blend because they work over the top. And when you've reached the point where you can add no more alcohol marker, but you really want to improve the vibrancy of what you're working with, then these pencils are the best pencils for putting over the top of your alcohol marker. We cover that in that masterclass, Colour Me Happy, whatever it was, massification, educational event that we did, Joe. That's on our website.
We've definitely done a show on it. I think we can go as far as to say that.
2 full hours, we did.
I need to let you know it's very busy for that glue gel with the free all-purpose glue. A third of the stock has gone, and when I kid you not, we're not talking about 100 or a couple hundred of these. We're talking about absolutely vast stocks because we've waited a long time, haven't we, to get that back in stock, Leann, those glues. We
have waited too long, ridiculous amount of time, and it's amazing. I mean, while it's on that deal, just don't even think about it, get it. Now look at the vibrancy that we've managed to get in that beautiful floral in the middle there, just using 2 pencils. Beautiful blends, beautiful transition, gorgeous pencil colouring. If you want to do it a little bit differently, you can use your blending solution. You don't have to, but again, we cover this on the masterclass that we do. Masterclass. Why do I always have to do that? I can't just say masterclass, I have to do masterclass.
Masterclass.
Bit like him, Craig Revel Horwood of Strictly Come... whatever that is, yeah.
Strictly Come whatnot.
Strictly Come thingy, yeah. So put a little bit of yellow down here and a little bit of red at the top. So I can go to town, I can make the colour really deep, which is different to what I did here when I laid it. Then I take my paper stump, push it into my blending solution. I put a little bit of blending solution on that sponge there, so you can see I've now moistened that a little bit. And then I just colour these 2 together, and it does the blending for me in front of your eyes.
Wow, look at that.
It's completely effortless and fantastic to do. So it just depends on the look you want.
It's like magic.
It is like magic. Do you want it textured like this, or do you want it really smooth? And depending on which one you want, would be the technique that you use. The quality of the pencil is exceptional. I can't explain. Just try this Explorer kit while we've got them if you haven't tried them yet. Even if you have other brands of these artist quality wax-based pigment pencils, get these because you can while it's on that fantastic Explorer kit deal. And I can't possibly explain to you how soft and buttery and velvety these glide across your paper. The experience is unbelievable, and when you get this little Explorer kit home and you have that feel yourself, you see the quality of the results you can achieve. I know for a fact you're going to want to add more of our colour blend pencils to your stash. However, let me just say, the colours that you've got in here, these 12 colours, you've got your perfect rainbow that you need to last you for just forever, really, because you've got all of your yellows, you've got your reds, you've got your pinks, you've got your greens, your blues, your purples, your mustards. You've got everything you need there to do as many different things as you possibly could, even skin, because you would just take the yellow and the orange, or the yellow and the pink, and that would mix a peach colour. Can I just show you how you'd mix a new colour very quickly, just to show you that?
Yeah, of course.
Because I think sometimes you could be forgiven for thinking, oh, I'll never mix a colour like that together with those. But if I just, on the piece of card at the bottom here, show you, I've got this pinky colour. See, I'm doing a light wash. So I'm just doing light colouring there. So I'm going to do it down here. I'm not pushing on like this. It's a lovely peachy kind of fleshy tone. However, it is very pink, and fleshy tones aren't that pink. So what I would do is I would go then over the top with this more yellowy tone. And it starts to mix me a new colour. You can see that there. And then a little bit more of the pink. And so I start to layer this up. Oh, flick the pencil across the desk. And then I just take my blending solution And when I do that, it mixes those colours together on the page. So you can't see any of the pencil lines at all. But what I've done is mix myself a brand new colour. And if I just show you that more obviously with a blue and a yellow, let me just show you that there. You can see that lovely fleshy tone we've mixed. If I do this the same again now with this Explorer kit, I'll do yellow and then I'll do blue on top, which is going to get me a lovely green. So you can see I've got yellow and blue pencil, and I can see the lines of the yellow and blue pencil here, Joe. So I can see that's what I'm doing. I can see I'm layering colour over. Then I take my paper stump and I just use my blending solution on the cardstock. I'm able to blend these two pigments together because it emulsifies the wax, allows the pigments to move in the cardstock, and then I mix myself a brand new beautiful green colour. And if you don't want to do it lightly, you can do it heavy-handed, because these will work, because it emulsifies the wax, it works with a heavy hand or a light hand. Entirely up to you how you want to do it. And you see, you just mix them together with your blending stump. It really is very, very easy, Joe.
It does look amazing, I must say. It really, really is. Very user-friendly. I think a lot of the time with pencils, you think they're going to be really hard to use or really difficult. That blending solution making all the difference. The blending solution is available over on the website as well, so you can pop over there and grab that. Let me just recap the details of exactly everything that's in this Explorer kit. Now, the reason we bring you these Explorer kits is because it's all about you trying a new type of craft or trying, maybe in this case, a new type of colouring. £23, $31.50. It gets you 15 sheets of the Nina Classic Crest cardstock. You're going to get an ink pad in there, one of those amazing quality unmounted rubber floral stamp sets, and 12 artist grade quality pencils as well, which is amazing. Now, I want to just give you a recap of a few other bits that are really busy. No, we only launched this product in the UK this week, or in the last 7 days. 3 brand new collections of our sparklings: Enchanted Hues, Forest Glade and Mystic Tones, all within there. And then 6 brand new stamps. Now, these stamps, you're going to use them in conjunction with your sparklings. They're going to work beautifully. Or, of course, you can use them for all of those other stampy techniques that you already know and love. And we're going to give you the watercolour card in there as well. $72.90 is what you should be paying. We take it down to £63 in the UK, $101.55 down to $85 if you're in the US. You can still use, of course, your Club Inspired discount with all of the prices that we're bringing here at Crafters TV. If you want to go for just the inks on their own, maybe you've got more stamps than you can shake a pokey tool at already, then we've got all of the new colours for you. You just need to choose from the Mystic Tones, the Forest Glade or the Enchanted Hues. Now, the floral decoupage collection. This is a whole collection. It's going to get you all 4 floral themes within here. Radiant Sunflowers, Peony Blooms, Classic Rose, and that floral spray. The dies which go with that beautiful decoupage pad. You then, of course, have those stamps within there as well. Oh, now, you know what's going really well, don't you? It's the...
Out of the world deal.
That's exactly what it is. Thank you so much, Leanne. Now, let me just show you what you're getting in here. So it is our amazing quality glitter card. You're going to get the Christmas green. The baby blue is in here. You've got the baby pink. There is the copper. You've got that beautiful, the lilac, Crafter's Companion lilac, and you've got the solar gold as well. A quarter of the stock has gone there. 60 sheets of our amazing quality 250 GSM cardstock for £15 or $23. A quarter of the stock has gone there. Remember though, it only holds, because it's our
out of this world deal.
It only holds for 24 hours, which is fantastic. Now, we need a Leanne soundboard is what we need. Do you know what? We need a Leanne soundboard. We need to get like an app for Crafters TV and then have like a Leanne soundboard on there that you can press yourself at home. Would just be perfect. Now, I want to just quickly remind you of that glue deal. Now, we've been waiting so long. You guys have been waiting so long for this to come back in stock. It is the world famous Collal 3D glue gel. Now, always on our website, $4.99. We sell thousands, tens of thousands of these probably hundreds of thousands in a year. However, this is the deal that you all wait for. It is the one where you get the all-purpose included, free of charge. This would normally be $2.99. We're including it when you buy this one just here. I can see pretty much 96% of you are multi-ordering on that one at the moment as well. It is very, very busy. You're going to need a 3D glue. Let me get my teeth back in. You're going to need the 3D glue gel when you've got all of that wonderful floral decoupage, which you're going to be able to use. A floral decoupage, incredibly busy. Now, I know Leanne has got more demonstrations that she wants to share with us. Don't forget, send your pictures into us. We love it when you share your pictures. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk if you want to send those in there. Did Leanne watch the warehouse show sale on Sunday? Did she see the bling fabric scissors in the caddy bundle? I don't know. There was a gold pair of fabric scissors, gold ones. You know, like we do the So Retro ones, the colour ones?
Yes.
They're like gold ones. And they were, what brand were they? They were from the Makery.
Have they sold out?
I think so. You got £110 worth of stock. You've got your own gold ones apparently.
Have I?
Because Laura can remember you having them.
I run them in Craft Wars.
Craft Wars?
Craft Wars after Craftaganza this year.
Right.
But they don't work. Because they were spray painted shut. So
they don't work.
Pretty pointless because they don't scissor. But I mean, they've got a lovely purple ribbon.
Oh, they're a trophy apparently.
Yes, I go all Mr. T, I hang them round my neck and I say, pity the fool.
You aren't at the moment, that's for sure. None of us are. Loads of you talking about this. Yolanda says that she has the pencils, really loves them. Cecilia says, Joe, Father's Day is coming up. Do you have any masculine themed cards? Me personally, I don't know because I'm hideous at making cards. But maybe over the next few days, we'll try and get some of our crafty experts to give you some more inspiration in a more masculine theme. Hi Joe, the other day someone asked about a dried up ink pad. Sarah said to ask Leanne, and I hadn't heard you ask her. Thank you for reminding me, Vanessa. But I might have made a pit stop. Love you guys, thanks for everything. Yeah, a dried up ink pad, Leanne. Yes. Anything you could do.
If you've used your ink pad and you've loved it and it's gone dry because you've used up all the ink, buy a new ink pad.
Okay.
Because we don't do refills, and here's the reason we don't do refills. It's very easy to get the wrong amount of ink in the pad and then you don't get a good stamp impression or you flood your image and it all runs out. So refills for me for ink pads aren't the way forward. I think you need a new one. Definitely none of the old wives' tales that you hear on the internet about adding glycerin, spraying it with water, getting stamp pad reactivators, all of those. I've seen Sarah do. You don't add anything to your ink pads because you mess around with the formulation. So if you've used it and loved it, you just need a new ink pad, love. And that's it.
That's it. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
What if you've got a new ink pad, but maybe you've left the lid off or you've left it above a radiator and it's dried out? If that's happened,
yes.
Is it the same? Is it kind of done?
You need a new ink pad.
You need a new ink pad, right.
But having said that...
we should have one of those flow charts. Is your ink pad dry? Yes. You need a new ink pad. No. Use ink pad.
Yes, exactly. Our Harmony Water Reactive, if you just leave the lid off, if you're crafting and you leave it off overnight, won't dry out. Same with the quick dry, same with the pigment.
Okay.
So really the only time they're going to be dry is because you've really used up the maximum capacity of life in that ink pad and you just need a new one.
People talking about your scissors. Shame on Sarah Leanne. I thought those scissors were real. But yes, thanks for answering that. Oh, just one more question. Fran says, what kind of ink pad for the colour blend pencils?
For the colour blend pencils, the one I used is the one that comes in that kit for you, in that Explorer deal, and that is your Finesse ink pad, alcohol proof.
Fantastic. So there you are, all of those. We love it when you ask us all these questions. Yes. I've got more. Should we do it? This is turning into a bit of a crafty clinic, but I'm all right with that. Are you?
Yeah, me, I'm fine with that.
Are we going to get told off by producer Laura? Yeah, we are going to get told off. One more then,
One
okay. I have a couple of older alcohol pens which have never been used but have dried up. Anything else I can do? I'm guessing they must be really old, but is there any way of reinvigorating those?
Yes, refill them. So
Okay.
we sell the refills. All of our alcohol markers can be refilled in different ways. So if it's one of the old original Spectrum markers, which I presume that's what you're talking about, from like 8 years ago when I launched them, just buy the refill ink bottle corresponding to that colour, take out the chisel nib, couple of pipettes in there, leave it lying horizontally for 15 or 20 minutes, it'll work like new.
Oh, that's always good to know. And they're available over on our website,
They are.
Leanne? Fantastic. Last question, I promise. Malia's asking, what is the email address to send pics again? It's studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Producer Laura's like, oh, not another one. Oh, okay, we'll do that one. That's fine. Studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Right, I know you've got loads you want to share with us still, Leanne, so I'm going to hand back over any questions that you've got. Get them into me. I'm seeing all of your comments over on Facebook.
Okay, so what I've got here is my gorgeous sunflower stamp. Which you can see there. So there's the design on the front, and I've taken it off. It's on my stamping platform already, but there's my lovely sunflower stamp, and this matches the sunflower die and the glorious sunflower pad. But you are able to stamp and colour your own by using whatever medium you want. It could be the colour blend pencils from the Explorer deal. You see me use that lovely yellow and red. We could have used those. We can use our sparkle inks. So I've got my stamp ready to be stamped down on here, and I've got my Finesse waterproof ink pad this time because I'm going to be using my sparkle inks to colour it. So I'm just inking this up, getting a good lay down of ink on here. Get it nice and even. So that's lots of light tapping. Tapping.
You're tapping, okay.
Tapping.
Just
Lots
so we
of light
know,
tapping.
I get very anxious if I don't know what it is.
Yes, you pounce the pigment and you tap a finesse.
As the actress said to the bishop.
Yeah, that's exactly what you do. And then you stamp it when you've done that. So just give that lots of little presses all around there. Just check that I've got that all beautiful, and a beautiful stamped impression. These are, just so everybody knows, these are high quality photopolymer ink pads. These made in the UK, these are not an acrylic imitation, which is why you get that beautiful crisp stamped outline there. So I've got that ready, and now we can cut it. So remember, Joe, I like to stamp, cut, then colour. You can do it the opposite way if you want. You can do stamp, colour, cut, but it's entirely up to you. This is just my preferred way, and I'm using my largest die here, and then I'm just going to line that up with the stamp, and I can see where that lines up there. I've got the outline pretty well covered. I just then tape that in place. And because I'm cutting it away, I can be quite generous with my tape so that it doesn't move. And no, did you see what I did there when I went to put the tape down? If you just go to put your tape down like that before you hold it, you might move it. So what I always do is I go down from above with a good flat hand, and then I tape it in place. That stops the die from moving on the cardstock.
Fantastic.
So it's just nice to give you these little tips, isn't it? So you get a good result at home. And then we're going to run that through, Joe.
I just want to address something online, Leanne. Sophie says that she ordered from the warehouse sale on Sunday, and she's ordered again since. And what she ordered since has been shipped, but her warehouse order hasn't been shipped. Should she worry? Is it going to get cancelled or anything like that? Basically, there's such a colossal amount of orders that get placed when we do a warehouse sale that basically we have our normal team that will still be packing all of our orders from these shows, and they'll be going out normally from one team, and then there'll be another separate team that will be packing the thousands of warehouse sale orders as well. So what it means is, just because the order from that since Sunday you placed has gone out today, your other order is still being processed. It's just with a separate team. We're working really hard to get them out, but obviously we don't want our warehouse orders to slow down all of our regular orders as well. We are getting to you, and I know that things are being turned around as quick as possible. I do actually know that Simon, Sarah's husband, was over in the warehouse yesterday, physically himself packing up all of the wheelie caddies and sending them out. So I know that they'll be with you really soon. We're working really hard. They will be with you really soon. I just need to give you a stock update. Is it the glitter card? Oh, wowzers. This is not going to last for 24 hours. 40% of the gorgeous glitter has gone. 60 sheets there, remember, for a fantastic price. So get it. But it is, what is it, Leanne? It's our
out of this world deal.
Indeed it is.
Now, what I've got here, then I've stamped it, I've cut it out, and now I've just got my sparkle inks and I'm going to paint it. And you see, all I'm doing, I've swirled it around so the sparkle is all swirled into the liquid, and I'm literally just picking it up from the pot and painting it directly on to the image that I want to colour. And it could not be more simple than this. Really, it's fantastic, Joe, it really is. And you get a beautiful, beautiful look and that lovely shimmer to it. And the fact that you can, by doing this, cut and create your own toppers and then colour them in, but have this wonderful decoupage look in sparkle is truly fabulous. Now, don't forget, Joe, if you want to stamp this 6 times and cut every layer of that die, let me just get another die out and show you just very quickly. So you know I had the first layer of my die, this is the 3rd layer. What I would do is just line this up, voila, like that.
I did wonder.
6 layers.
I wondered when I looked at the stamp set and thought, why is there not an individual stamp for each bit? But of course, when you're multi-cutting from the same stamp, you don't need there to be. I think this is great because I think a lot of people will have thought, okay, so the stamps are just there for when we run out, and rather than reprinting, we can stamp. But I think you're going to use these stamped ones that you've coloured yourself alongside, even whilst you've still got your decoupage pad, because it's going to give you a totally different look and feel, isn't it?
Absolutely, and that's why we did them, because we wanted you not to be limited, by what you could do with them. We wanted to give you all of the options, and you know, some of us, me included, wants to stamp and colour, and then be able to cut them out and decoupage them up myself, and you know, really feel like I've taken the time and done it myself in its entirety. And look how easy it is to colour it with these sparkle inks. And you don't need to worry really too much about any light and shade, because the sparkle really does come to the forefront and it looks amazing. Now, the quick thing I want to show you as well, Joe, just as I'm colouring this in, is the middle of sunflowers are brown.
Right.
Aren't they? And we haven't got a brown in this sparkle collection.
That's correct.
But because they are a water-based ink, you can mix your own colours. So I've put my yellow on there and I want my brown for the centre. So what I've got is this red and the green that I'm just going to put the lid on and give it a shake. And I like to, at home, I must bring a packet of cocktail sticks. Can we make a note to our fabulous floor manager to get some cocktail sticks, because it's much better to have a cocktail stick in each pot and just keep stirring. I hate doing it with the end of a brush or with a pipette because I feel like I waste too much ink. I like to look after it. I don't want to waste any. I'm just mean like that. So just use your cocktail sticks when you've got them at home. So I've picked a little bit of green up and I've plopped it on my mat there. Clean my brush because I don't want to contaminate. Pick up a little bit of the red. Put that on my mat here. Again, clean my brush.
What was the fabulous word that you told me about what that liquid's doing? You know, when it does that on a surface, what's it called? Was it you that told me a great word for it?
Sissing.
Sissing, that's it. I couldn't remember it.
Now look here on my kitchen towel, perfect brown. Can you see? I've mixed a brand new colour. So now what I can do with the middle of my sunflowers is go in and do them brown.
Sparkly brown at that.
Sparkly brown at that, exactly. So you can put any of these colours together in any configuration, 2s, 3s or 4s, and you can mix brand new colours. So it isn't just the colours that you get in that big collection, it's any colour you can get by putting more than one of the sparkle ink colours together, which you can see we're bringing together there. So brilliant to be able to stamp that and colour it in yourself, and then be able to cut it out with those fantastic dies, Joe.
Yeah, it is beautiful, and there's so many different options. People have been sending pictures in. Would you like to have a look at them?
Oh, I'd love to.
Leanne, here's one from Laurie here. That's beautiful.
Oh,
love that with a lacy background there as well.
Glorious. Really beautiful.
And this one, look, talk about contrasting, completely different. So modern.
Now, do you
this
know what I
one-
was just saying, Joe, about cutting the stamp several layers and creating your own decoupage,
Yeah.
colouring it? That's what's happened there.
And that's gorgeous, isn't it? That's so modern. It's very
Divine.
Etsy, isn't it? It's really, really beautiful. That. Congratulations, Elisa. That's a wonderful card that you've made there. I've got a question for you.
Okay.
I had a question, I've lost it. About the magnetic mat. It's coming back in stock for the stamping platform. We're working on it. It will be back in stock really, really soon. Best thing to do, as always, pop yourself over to the website, and you can always pop your email address in the bottom underneath where that product says sold out, and then you'll be able to get it back in stock. As soon as it comes in, we'll email you to let you know that you are ready to go. Right, I want to just recap the different options for you here. Remember, 4 different flowers, 4 different options. Every single person will get the pad, you'll get the stamps, and you'll get the die as well. Now, first one we have for you is the sunflowers, which are these one just here. So these are gorgeous. You can see really lovely, lush, dense projects. And definitely, I say this one's using the foam pad. It does show you the difference as well. That one's using the foam pad, and that one's using the 3D glue gel. Can you see the difference in the depth there that you get? So definitely grab that 3D glue gel, which dries hard as well, which is fantastic. The peony blooms is this one. The roses are so beautiful. Love the roses, and it's great that you've got the stamp for something like a rose, because the rose comes in many different colours, so you're then able to colour this up in many different colours. Sunflower is way out in the lead, I'm being told individually. And then what we have is floral spray, which is this one here. I'm laughing because in German, or in the language underneath it, which I'm guessing is floral, what do you think floral spray is in French?
Bouquet something.
Spray floral. I looked at it, it was like floral spray or spray floral. Oh, it's in French. Yeah. £22 for any of those that you want to go for individually, or $30. Best way to get the best value, of course, is to shop the whole collection. When you do that as well, it takes you to $100, so you'll get that free shipping and handling in the US. Of course, you'll be over the free P&P as well in the UK, and you can, if you want to, of course you want to, use your Club Inspire discount in conjunction with all of the great offers that we bring you here at Crafters TV. In fact, for anyone that's new, should we just give you a reminder of all the details of Club Inspire? Here's the facts.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now, on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
All the details there, of course, of Club Inspire, and it means that you're just going to get great discounts basically, which is always fabulous, and you guys absolutely love that. Now, we've got a little while left on the show, so it's definitely time to get any questions that you may have into us. I'm monitoring conversation on Facebook. Of course, you want to watch and shop at the same time, you can do that over on the website. You can email us any pickies that you've got as well, studio@craftscompanion.co.uk. Right, do I need to update you? I know I need to update you about the Sparkle Ink and Stamp collection, our 3 brand new colour palettes in our Sparkle Ink. So you're going to get 9 pots total. So you've got the Forest Glade, you've got the Mystic Tones, and you've also, can you see that I'm reading it off the side of the box there? You've also got the Enchanted Hues. What am I like? Debbie will be here tomorrow evening, by the way. And then, of course, what you've got is, you've then got all of the stamps that go with them. Now, the stamps are really busy individually on the website and as part of this deal. So what you've got in here, you've got the Fairy Tale Dreams, you've got the Butterfly Meadow, there is Dear Friend, you've got Unicorn Magic, we also have Flamingo Paradise and Mermaid Kisses as well. So definitely grab those. Which one's in the lead there? The Butterfly Meadow, of course it is. Butterflies and unicorns and fairy tales, they're the ones that you guys absolutely love and adore. £63 or $85 for that. What is it, Leanne? It's the
Out of This World deal.
So busy on this. Just to recap what you're getting in here, 10 sheets of each. 10 sheets of each of these. Solar Gold, Christmas Green, Baby Blue, Baby Pink, Copper, and you've got lilac in there as well. So all of those, 60 sheets for £15 or $23. That's amazing. I don't think that will last. It's meant to last for at least 24, well no, it's meant to last for 24 hours. And what would happen is, if we had any stock left at the end of the 24 hours, with the Out of This World deal, we would just take the stock off because it's a time limited offer. However, I don't think it will last those 24 hours. If you're watching this show back after it's aired, as literally tens of thousands of you do, so many more people watch these shows back once they've aired than if they were live. Imagine how much more banter we could have, Leanne, if everyone watched it live with us. But we're happy if you want to watch it back afterwards. That's absolutely fine. Karen Ann says, only just getting into using my ink pads. Just wanted to check something. On the website, some ink pads are listed as quick drying. Confused, however, as they don't state if they are opaque, water resistant, etc. Can you clarify what these ones usually are, Leanne?
I absolutely can, and I will take off my school marm glasses while I do it. Our quick dry ink pads are a transparent, quick drying, water-based dye ink. So they're not opaque. You won't be able to see them on a black or a darker card if that's what you want to stamp it onto. For that, you need our pigment ink pads, and then you would need to heat emboss. So for the quick drying pads, they're a transparent, not opaque, quick drying, water-based dye.
And there you are. Always get your questions into us. Any questions that you might have whatsoever. I'll keep monitoring these conversations over here on Facebook. What do you fancy showing us next, Leanne?
So we're going to use the mermaid stamp this time. The mermaid one, I absolutely adore, Joe. And I've got our Finesse waterproof ink pad here with this silhouette stamp. And these are high quality photopolymer. So you see, I've inked that up, and I want to just stamp this down on my stamping card here. And then what I want to do is show you the quality of the stamped image you get for that silhouette. It is truly beautiful. So that's the mermaid that I've done there. Just giving her a little wipe. Now with photopolymer stamps, when you get these home, they will stain, guys. It doesn't mean that they will stop working. So you can not worry about it. Like for instance, when I'm using my Finesse ink pad here, when I clean this, it will still look grey, but I'd still be able to stamp a light yellow ink and it wouldn't transfer any of the black or grey. So don't worry about it. It's just the nature of the beast. You can clean it and continue using with confidence. All I'm doing here is I'm varying the depth of some coral, and I'm just making a little corally base for our mermaid down here, and so I'm going to do that there as well. And then because we're in the sea, I'm going to do it from the top as well. Oh, I've got a little mark there, so I need to clean my stamp base.
Why is that stamping platform, that stamping pad, sorry, what is it called? The pad? I'm confusing myself now. The purple spongy bit that's there. It's really important. Oh, is it sold out on the website?
Why?
Oh, it's sold out on Sunday.
Oh, did it? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. I didn't even know.
Definitely get it as soon as it comes back in stock.
Yeah.
That's fine. But it is an essential. It is really good for your stamping, isn't it?
It's fantastic for your stamping. And then all I'm doing is just around the edge there, just giving it a little bit of variation. And we can... we could add something else, and then I could stick a ribbon on it. You'll not be able to see it soon. And then I've got the bubbles in here as well. Actually, I think I'll put some bubbles over it. Ha ha! Look at that.
Oh, lovely.
Problem
What are you
solved.
covering
It's
up?
Perfect. I had a little bit of ink on my platform where I didn't clean it properly, and I just got a little mucky mark.
There's nothing worse than a mucky mark.
And it bothers me. It really does bother me. So, I like to cover things up when I do that. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, Joe. But however, for all I'm a perfectionist, I wouldn't throw that away because I'd done that. I would find a way of, making a design feature out of the mistake, which is what I've done there with some little bubbles. And actually, I really like that. So I'm going to have some more bubbles around her. Look at this. So this is why I like these stamps. You've got a detailed image. Let me just show you there. You've got her detailed if you want to colour her in. But if you want to just do the silhouettes to do one of your lovely backgrounds, as I'm doing here, with your ink pads, then you can do that. And so I'm going to have some bubbles here. So bubbles around her, that's nice. I'm not going to go too mad with the bubbles. But what I have got, one of my favourite little creatures, a little seahorse. Little silhouette seahorse. And so you can create an entire scene of your own, just putting all the little bits where you want them. And every single one of the stamp sets in this collection works in the same way, where you've got all of the elements, but you can create your own little arrangements. So you see, I just put the little seahorse coming out of the coral at the bottom there. Little mermaids
Did
doing
we talk about seahorses giving birth, or was that someone else I talked about?
No, you've talked to me about it, and I researched it on YouTube,
and
I was amazed.
It's incredible, isn't it? Honestly.
Absolutely.
If you've never seen a seahorse, I've seen one give birth live many, many years ago.
Did you?
I did, yes. When I was really young, I was probably about 9 years old.
Yeah.
And we went to SeaWorld in Florida, and we were walking past the tank, we were looking at the seahorses, and one gave birth. Well, you couldn't miss it, nearly had my eye out. And we saw them. Just go look at it, honestly, because they have hundreds of, what are they called? Babies. I don't know. Babies. Are they? What's a baby sea lion called? Someone's going to find out.
A cub, a sea lion, but not a seahorse.
Oh, a sea lion and a seahorse are two very, very
different animals,
aren't they? As a seahorse, not a sea lion. Yes, a seahorse. What's a baby horse called? A foal. I wonder if they're called foals.
Oh, maybe it's a foal.
I'm not sure. We'll find out and let you know. I need to let you know also how busy it is on this collection. Remember what you're getting in here: 9 pots of our brand new release Sparklinks within this collection, and those 6 stamp sets collections also within there as well. So definitely grab it. I'm just hearing how busy it's getting on this one as we move towards the end of the show. These shows are always so busy as we move towards the end. So make sure you check your baskets out as well over on the website. That's looking amazing. It's called a fry, as in like F-R-Y, a fry. Wow. Fry. And what's it called when there's more than one fry? Are they called fries or fryers? Fries. We're doing some... This is obviously... I mean, I know you guys are not going to be able to sleep tonight if I don't find out the answers to these questions. I just know it. That colour is beautiful there, Leanne. Which one is that you've used?
It is, isn't it? This is the peacock blue. Now, can you see what I'm doing to get these kind of little coral effects? So I stroked it on at the top. And then can you see what I'm doing is just with the flat of my brush, I spritz the card to start. And with the flat of my brush, I'm just tapping, tippy-tapping. And then the water underneath is reacting with ink. It'll keep moving, and it's giving us all of that flow and movement. So it looks like the mermaid is actually moving through the water.
It's really gorgeous.
So then I'm going to dry off my brush. And...
Well, that's taken us in a twist,
really
isn't
has.
it?
I mean,
it turns
we were
out...
having a really nice time.
Well, we were having a lovely time until producer Laura just told us that apparently seahorses eat their babies.
Mind.
I wonder why.
Joe, I've got.
Ducks, you know, they're mean as well. You know, they get up some right antics. Ducks do.
And do you know what else does, Joe?
What?
Hamsters.
Do they? Are they mean as well?
Honestly, I've got to tell you what happened when I was a young girl.
Oh no.
Yes, Joe, it's a true story. We had a hamster, and we bought
What
it
was
from
its
the pet
name?
shop.
Do you know?
Hammy.
I knew you were going to say that.
Hammy the hamster.
Yeah.
We bought it from the pet shop, and then Hammy, the hamster, had babies. So we
Right.
bought her in the family way. And then my brother, who was also a monster, disturbed the nest. He wanted to see the little pink babies.
Yeah.
And so she felt threatened. So for the next 2 days, we had to listen to her crunching.
She ate them.
She ate all the babies.
Why?
Well, because she was to protect them. Protect them because my brother went to look in the nest. I mean, we've never forgiven him. Really, we bring it up every family gathering.
Oh God, it's one of those stories, isn't it?
Honestly, every family gathering, she ate the babies.
I'm feeling a bit emotional. I feel like
And
you.
then I mean, I'm sorry, guys. You know, it's just, but it's nature,
It's
isn't it?
really taking a sinister turn. This launch. It's meant to be called Launch Party, is what this show's called.
That's true. It's not launch funeral. Okay, let's not talk about the fact that Hammy then died.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, you know, but anyway, look at this glorious arrangement here. Now, look, can you see? What, isn't this beautiful?
Good save, Leanne. Good save.
Here, this glorious seascape that we've made. And, you know, all I did was pre-moisten the card. And then I did a line at the top of blue, dabby dabbies, line at the bottom, turned the card around, another line, dabby dabbies. That looks now, it's all coming together. You've got the coral, you've got the sea, you've got the movement in there. And when it's dry, you have got the most beautiful intense sparkle. Leave the bits of white. Don't worry about those. The white gives it movement and reflection in here. Really beautiful. And you've got a front to a card in next to no time. Just making your own arrangement with your mermaid silhouettes there. And then dabbing your ink onto that stamping card. And then I'm going to get my torch out so you can see how beautiful the sparkle is. Remember as well at home, guys, dry sparkle ink sparkles more than wet sparkle ink. So if you're working with it, you think, well, that's not very sparkly. Just let it dry or give it a dry with your heat gun. And then the sparkle will make itself obvious. Because the moisture interacts with the glitter.
Last biological fact for you. Seahorses.
Hope it's a friendly one.
Seahorses. Oh, that looks amazing.
Look at it. I know I've just got my phone and I hope nobody messages me in between. But look, I mean,
it'd be your brother if it's anyone.
Yeah, probably. Like, how dare you shame me on national TV, Leanne? Or when we're not on national TV, are we? But you know what I mean.
On the internet.
On the tinterweb. Look at the sparkle on there. And look how glorious that skin shape looks. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Sorry, Joe, interrupting your fact, darling.
It's the male seahorses that give birth. And the male seahorses give birth to over 1,000 babies. Well, they're not babies, are they? Because are they eggs? I think they're eggs. I'm not sure anyway. Look, I'm no David Attenborough. I don't know if you'd worked that out. I don't know if you'd worked that out yet. Kay said, beautiful. It's a cheery card. We needed a cheery card after all of those stories. A poet saying that she loves the addition of the nature horror stories. Maybe it's her morbid side. Okay. Deb is asking, when do we think the Finesse Black Noir will be back in stock? We're not sure at the moment because of obviously the way things are at the moment. It's hard to know when stuff will be back in and give you a definitive answer. As I always say, and you're probably sick of hearing me give you this answer every time you ask me when something is going to be back in stock, pop your email address into the item on the website, and that's always the best way to find out. I just want to recap everything that is in this Spectrum Noir Sparkle Inks and Stamp Collection. 3 brand new Sparkle Ink collections that you've got here. And as well as that, you've got those 6 new stamp collections as well. Within those stamp collections, lots of really usable, craftable imagery that you're going to use with loads of different craft projects. You've got some of the Nina cardstock in there as well, which is fantastic for allowing you to, the watercolour card with this one, which is fantastic for allowing you to work with those inks. Now, if it's just the inks you want to get them on their own, we've got them available for you. They're really busy. In fact, one of them was on a fifth of the stock and the rest a quarter. They're actually now all on a third of the stock. Sold out and gone. $12.99, $19.95 if you want to get those ones. Now, don't forget that craft mat that was great for allowing the sissing of the inks. I learned so many great words when I worked with Leanne. $15.98 is your price on that one, or $23.92 if you're in the US. Loads of questions coming along. Cynthia says they're babies, lol. The male sort of shoots them out and then looks like a deflated balloon. I much prefer Cynthia's biological descriptions. Do you know what though, Leanne? Do you know what this has proven to us? Never talk about nature halfway through any of our shows. It will add it to the topic, the list of topics which is in the gallery of things that are not to be discussed and take us way too far off of topic. Ducks being one of them. We can't talk about ducks. It's just too much. Bobby says, would love to see that amazing mermaid painting hanging on the wall in my craft room. So thank you, Leanne, for sharing your creation. Leanne, we love watching you. Saying as well, Tammy's still talking about those seahorses. We've really started something. Rosalind saying, that is a gorgeous card that you've created there. When are we back together, Leanne? Is it Friday are we together? We're colouring, are we, on Friday?
We are.
What
we are colouring
with?
Me happy. Guess what? Well, funny you should ask.
Is it?
Sparklinks. We've got a whole 2 hours of Colour Me Happy / masterclass.
Amazing.
On Sparklinks, Aquatint and our metallic inks. And I'm going to show you how they'll work separately, but also how you can work them all together as well.
So the great thing is,
amazing.
Place your order for these now. You better watch this show back, get all of the wonderful demonstrations from this show, and then there'll be loads more demonstrations on Friday. Your inks might even turn up on Friday. What's today? Tuesday. I reckon if you're in the UK, there'd be a good chance you could have them by Friday, and then you could obviously craft along with us. If you haven't got them by Friday, get them on Saturday or Sunday or Monday, then you can come back and watch them at the Colour Me Happy as well. So loads of inspiration for you. Which stamping set is this you're using here, Leanne?
This is the fairy set I'm using here. I really like this one. I think actually the fairy, the mermaid and the flamingo are my favourites. You see, what I've done is I've just stamped that little toadstool down. I've just made myself a little toadstool arrangement there as I've gone down. And then I've got some little more fronds here. So notice up at the top, that's a big border. And I've just stamped the big border at the top there for the fairy. I've then got this little frond here. And I can fill in gaps if I feel there are any. And I feel there's a little one there, so I can fill in that gap and it works. And then I've got a little bit more ink and I feel there's a little bit of a gap here. And so I can fill that gap in as well. So it just allows me to fill in the space if that's what I want to do, which is what that's perfect for. And then I've actually got the fairy. And I love her because she's perfectly positioned to, I'm just checking make sure I've got her bottom in the right place. I want my stamp
so to speak.
There she is with her little skirt, perfectly positioned to perch on the toadstool. Now let me just find out where she is. I've got a sample down here with her on, Joe. I'm just going to check because I want to get her in the right place. Yes, that's where I want her. That's
so you're just checking which way round she stamps?
I'm just checking where her bottom goes.
Right.
And where her foot goes. And she goes like that. Okay, so I know where I need her now. And you'll see that on the stamp packaging yourself, so don't worry about having to follow that. So I've got her there, and then I'm going to ink her up. And remember, because these are that high quality photopolymer, you get beautiful inking with no patches left at all, no sissing or resisting. And then when you stamp her, she's going to look glorious. And that beautiful silhouette that you want for doing your techniques. So there we go. Got her stamped on there. And she's sitting on her little toadstool, beautiful toadstool. toadstool. Now, if you've got your magnetic platform and you want to just intensify that silhouette a little bit, what you would do is you would ink it up again and stamp it again, ink it up again, stamp it again. That's what you do. I'm not going to, because we're going to crack on, because I'm sure we haven't got loads of time left, and get on with the background. But that's what you would do to intensify that if you want to.
Wonderful.
Now, let's have a think of the colours we can use this time, Joe. Shall we go...
Oh, that's not good. So producer Laura said, oh, let's let Joe pick. It just doesn't ever really work out.
No,
I'm not really known for my...
and then I have to correct him, because you tend to pick colours that will make brown.
Yeah, I'm great at brown. If you ever needed, like, the sunflower, I could have definitely picked those colours out.
Yes.
I'd have nailed brown, no problem at all.
Yes. I'm going to pick the colours. Yes. I love Joe, but I'm picking the colours. Just so there we go. So we're going with a lovely purple. I think that's called fig. It is. We're going with a fig, and we're going with this one, which is called garden green. Well, I didn't even know, and I'm going with garden green. So I'm using purple and green, and I might add in a little bit of pink as well, actually.
I just need to give a shout out to one of our regulars that watches it all the time, Kay. She's having shoulder surgery on Thursday, so she's not going to be able to craft for a few weeks, and she won't be able to craft, and she says she's going to rely on us to keep her entertained, so we will definitely do that. So all the best. I wanted to say break a leg, but that seems weird if you're having... What do you say to someone that's having surgery? Do you say... Oh, I don't know if you do say that, do you? Do you say... Or do you say... Should we say... I'll tell you what, let's say snap a lash. There you go. That'd be our goodwill to you.
Why would you snap a lash?
I don't know. That's what drag queens say to each other before
Is
they go on
it?
stage. Oh, snap a lash, love. Yeah.
Is that right?
Apparently so, yeah.
Well, every day's a school day.
Every day is a school day.
I would say have a successful operation.
That would make more sense. Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Absolutely.
Good luck.
Good luck. See, I thought it was bad luck to say good luck.
Is it?
Just... Oh, is that only like a showbiz thing? That's only like theatre and TV, because you'd never say good luck to someone before a show.
Oh, do you know?
No, because that would be bad luck to say
So
good luck.
would you say have a good show?
You'd say break a leg if it was on the stage.
You would, that's true.
Or you'd say snap a lash if it was a drag queen on a stage. I think
I like snap a lash, because as you know, I love lashes. I do have lots of lash analogies myself.
Do you know what? We've had a bit of a random show today. It's a good job there's not like loads of big bosses in the building that are going to be watching
this and, I mean, there aren't any
monitoring
bosses.
what we've been up to, because there's none of those people. It's a good job we had a really straightforward, well-behaved show today.
Yeah. A perfect example of how a crafters TV show should be delivered in a professional manner, because that's what we are. That's how we roll, Joe.
It is how we roll.
It is. And you know, on Friday I'm going to save a lovely story for you all. So you'll have to tune in on Friday.
I hope it's cheery.
You're going to laugh.
Okay.
It's a fun one.
That means it's
nothing
not
to
cheery.
do with hamsters.
Good.
Sorry.
I'm glad it isn't.
And you're going to laugh. And it's to do with hair.
Wow.
That's all I'm
Your
going to
hair?
say. Not my hair,
Ooh.
no.
Okay. We were having a photo shoot done later this week, and it's probably the worst time to have a photo shoot. My eyebrows have eaten my face. I've got no shape to my hair. I look like a microphone cover. But we push on anyway. And also, just on that note as well, it is a great time to order at the moment. I know a lot of people may be experiencing some difficulties in getting things out to you, but we aren't at the moment. Here at Crafters Companion, stuff is being dispatched and leaving our warehouse in record time. And that is because people like... You know, our CEO is over. How many companies can say their CEO is over on a bank holiday Monday, filling up boxes and sending them out? We are very, we're not your sort of average craft company. We're not conventional here, which is good. I think that's why it's fun, isn't it, Leanne, that we're not conventional?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's never boring a Crafter's Companion. And, you know, you've got the CEO making you a cup of tea, pulling your leg, telling you a joke as you walk past, packing boxes, you know. I mean, Sarah making us a cup of tea, dropping it in my office as she walks past. Yeah. It really is just a fantastic place to work, where everybody just mucks in and gets on with it, and we all just help each other out and care about each other. Which,
really
you know,
is.
I mean, how many big places of work can say that, Joe. You're absolutely right. You can't. And I've worked in some big places and I couldn't have said that of those.
Who was it just said? Someone said here, you guys need to get your own show on the Discovery Channel, says Sam Brem. I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
Very busy on this kit that's on your screen at the moment. Remember, this is the brand new launch. We only launched this here in the UK this week. Those 3 brand new collection of the Sparkle Inks, and you've got 6 of those stamp collections as well. You're going to get the Fairy Tale Dreams, the Butterfly Meadow, Dear Friend, Unicorn Magic, Flamingo Paradise, and Mermaid Kisses. All of the inks are available individually. All of the stamps are also available individually as well. So it's really up to you how you want to buy this. However, the best way to get the best value is to get the big collection. Of that stock, half has gone. And it's not like that's a small stock. We've literally just launched this in the UK. So it's there right now in our warehouse, ready to be sent out to you guys. It was a massive stock that we talked about. Do you know what I've loved about these Sparkle Inks?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think whether you use these, you can use them with some really modern techniques, can't you, as backgrounds and washes, and create something really contemporary and gorgeous. Or then you can really sort of take it back, make it a bit more mystical, a bit more fairy tale. It's kind of easy, it seems, Leanne, depending on what you're using, to create different themes with these inks. They're not one-dimensional, are they?
They're not one-dimensional, and they're not, and exactly as you've explained there, Joe, they're not a one-trick pony. They're not a, that's what you do with these, done. It really is, what do you like to do? And what do you want to have a play with? And what do you want to have a try with? And what you're going to do today? And actually they'll work with beautiful landscapes, they'll work with your silhouettes, as you can see here, they'll work with painting in detail if that's what you would rather do. You can layer over the colours, you can mix new colours. What I did here, just as we were all chatting there, Joe, you'll have noticed I did some faux bleaching. So I had the colour on and then I just painted water and I bleached out this area so that I could colour in the toadstool that she's sitting on. And then what I can do additionally if I want to bleach out some more texture. And what I've done here is I've noticed I did the purple, which is the sky, and then I turned it around and I did the green coming back up that way. So that looks like the grass for the land, but notice how I left a little bit of light pink there and I've let that water line happen because this looks like the sun either coming up or going down on the horizon. So I've got a lovely horizon there, I've got the light coming through. Did you see that little spot of red I've got there, Joe? This is so you can make some of your own little flowers. So all I do is I pick up a tiny bit of the red just on the end of my brush and I drop it just in little places.
Well, shut the front door. Shut the front door, shut the back door, ride the dog up the road naked and kiss the milkman. We have had a picture in from Mary. Is this Mary Ahada in Tennessee? The lovely Mary. She sends us so many wonderful things. Thank you so much, Mary. She's used Sparkle Ink with floral decoupage. Check this out, Leanne. Wowzers.
Oh, Mary.
How amazing is that?
Absolutely.
How completely different. Is that the rose she's used there as well?
Exquisite.
Just check out how different that is compared to the rose that comes in the decoupage, because that's the rose in the decoupage and that's the rose that's Mary made. So it really does show you, yes, you can make these up as they're meant to be, but you can make them super versatile with or without your Sparkle Inks as well. Thank you so much, Mary, for that photo.
Absolutely beautiful, Mary. I adore that. And I love the fact that you've done your heat embossing in a white pigment ink there with a white powder, which really gives you that beautiful white outline for the Sparkle Ink, for it to be a reservoir, so you're going to get the sparkle and that lovely contrast. Looks absolutely beautiful.
It's really classy, isn't it?
Very
That's what it was.
classy.
Very, very classy. I'm thinking wedding invites.
Oh gosh, yes, glorious. Now notice what I did there. I just did some little spots of my red ink onto the grass, just some flowers in the grass, some poppies.
Yeah.
And then I just did a little high spritz.
A little high spritz.
A little high spritz. So I've lifted my, a low spritz, you'd be down here,
Right.
a high spritz up here. And the water just falls on it. And then it just moves it a little bit, which softens the edges, makes it look more like a floral that has leaves.
Wonderful.
And then just dry it.
That is gorgeous. It really, really is. Only a few minutes left on this show. I've always wondered, says Cindy, why in the UK it's a bank holiday, not a postal holiday. Is that what they're called in the US? Postal holidays.
I didn't know there was such a thing as a postal holiday.
We don't get many bank holidays. I'm
No?
not one to whinge, but compared to the rest of Europe, you know, we have very few bank holidays in the UK.
Yeah.
There was talk that the government was considering giving us another one in October this year.
Ooh.
To kickstart the tourism economy in the UK, and then maybe making it a thing, because we do have a big period where we don't have any. That looks gorgeous. Which colours have you used in there, Leanne?
So I have used, and can I just point, can you see how when I've dried it, how my little drops of red after I did a high spritz have gone, and then you've with the green.
Perfect.
Yeah, and then the green's gone.
Sounds a lot like that hedgehog we had in the earlier
A bit like the hedgehog we had earlier. I mean, I've only got one bank of sound effects, Joe. and that now does look like poppies in a field, doesn't it?
It really
looks
does.
Gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
So the colours I used, Joe, were pale fig. No, not pale fig, just fig. Fig. I used a little bit of peony in the middle for the sunset. And for my grass, I used garden green. And for my toadstools, I used hearthside. Not heathside, hearthside. And I used hearthside for my poppies in the field also.
Beautiful. Get all of them. That's what you're getting in this collection. £63 is getting you not one collection of brand new sparklings, but 3. You've got 6 stamp sets in there as well. Now, if you want to go for the stamps individually, you can. If you want to go for the inks individually, you can. They're £12.99 or £19.95. You need to be quick though for the inks. Remember, it is a brand new launch here in the UK just over the weekend, and it's been very busy ever since we launched them. Floral decoupage. I think we've shown you in this 2-hour show just how many different ways, just how many looks and feels and effects you can get with these, just how many different sentiments you can create with them, or they're not occasion specific in any way. Great for card projects, wonderful for box frames, great for home decor as well. So many different ways of using them. The best way to get the best value on these is to get that full collection. $100 means free shipping and handling in the US, free P&P in the UK. You can, of course, still use that Club Inspired discount with them as well. Don't forget also about the Explorer kit. Something that I know a lot of you have been keen to try. Mary, who sent us that beautiful card, she loves her colour blend pencils. She always raving about them to me on social media. You've got 12 of those artist grade pencils. You've got the ink pad, you've got the stamp, and you've got the Nina cardstock there as well. So you are good to go. You are hot to trot with a brand new type of crafting there. You've also then got the glues too. Now, just to recap with the glues, the 3D glue gel and the Coll All-Purpose been out of stock for a really long time. We sell tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of tubes of that 3D glue gel in a year. However, today, this is a really special offer. You buy the glue gel, we give you the All-Purpose free. The All-Purpose should be £2.99. Am I right in thinking about half the stock's gone there on those? And this is it's not a Crafters TV stock, it's a site-wide stock we have of this deal, so definitely grab it whilst we have it. Now, it's been a glorious Tuesday here with you on Crafters TV. Tomorrow morning, 11 AM here in the UK, which will be 6 AM on the East Coast, there is a foil press masterclass, darling, with myself and Sarah. Then Creative Cravings are sort of, I don't want to say beginner show, but maybe a slightly more back to basics kind of show where we explore some sort of more achievable techniques, let's say. I'll be here with Debbie, What Am I Like Robinson. Can't wait for that tomorrow evening. And then, of course, double cartload on Thursday with Debbie and then Sarah. And remember now, we're live with you 7 days a week here on Crafters TV. Gosh, it feels good to say that. Leanne, it's been a pleasure spending time with you. We're back together on Friday, is that right?
We are back together on Friday, Joe. I always have such a fabulous time with you, and Friday can't come quick enough for me to spend time with you and everybody at home as well.
We cannot wait. If you're here in the UK or in Europe, have a great evening. If you are stateside, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow on Crafters TV. Take care.